Ahoy, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a very special diecast review. This is of Helio Castroneves' 2009 Indy 500 winner. Now, what makes this interesting is the fact that, yes, it is a custom with all the Marlboro chevrons on the car. However, we never got a 2009 Indy 500 winner out of Greenlight Collectibles. Now, if you go back at the time, the licensing for the IndyCar diecasts were held by Hot Wheels, where they produced 164 and 124, and then a couple RC cars that looked absolutely terrible. And with the exception of 2014, Greenlight's held the monopoly over Greenlight IndyCar, or not Greenlight, obviously, but over the IndyCar diecast licensing. So we never got this car proper, so a lot of people have used stand-ins in their collection, like the '07 Helio or the even harder to find '08 Helio. However, it's very nice in my collection to have a proper 2009 winner in the collection. So this was made by Stu Binford, who does customs on quite a regular basis, and they always turn out fantastic. He always goes the extra mile to make sure that they are accurate. So let's go over this car, and it truly is a one-of-a-kind piece. So we're going to start here, obviously, at the nose, and I will point out the differences he's made to the base model of the car as we go. So here on the tip of the nose, we have Team Penske, Mobil 1, Bosch, and then he also added the adjustment points for the front wing. We also have Hino Trucks, Honda, Penske Truck Leasing, the number 3 in Helio's signature black with the Marlboro orange outline. Also, we have Team Penske, and then we have the Marlboro Chevron, which is a very, very bright day-glow orange, which looks fantastic. Now, the first alteration he has made to this car was he added these little tub nose cone extensions to it, or tub nose extensions, which didn't exist. Now, for the base IR05 that we got from Greenlight, I'm going to be using a 2008 Ryan Briscoe car because it's close. And there you can see kind of what it looked like previously. Now, another thing you'll notice is he actually did set the front wing main plane back. Now, this is one of the biggest drawbacks to the original Greenlight IR05 casting, is that the front wing of main plane was set too far forward in the nose. So he actually took the liberty of making it proper and set it back quite a bit on the front nose, and it actually makes the car look shorter, and these extensions make the nose look fatter, but it looks fantastic. I mean, I really do wish that they would have done its due diligence and, altered their mold themselves, i.e. Greenlight, that is, but, we'll never get Greenlight going out of their way to make things accurate. And actually, my favorite quote from when I purchased this was the fact that this is what Greenlight could do if they actually gave a damn, which is a fantastic quote. Another change to the car is the fact that up here on the front wing end plate, you can see that they changed it. Now, this is versus the original. This one's more of just a rectangular end fence here, and the fact that he altered it to actually conform to kind of how the car actually looked is pretty good. I mean, it's just a small detail, but it's fantastic that he did it. Now, we do have all chrome suspension. I was going to say silver, but chrome suspension, chrome rims, and your Indy 500 Firestone Firehawks. Now, I can't tell personally if these are custom done or if these were off of a donor car. However, if they are off of a donor car, they are in really good preserved condition. Now, another big change is the mirrors. So the mirrors on the older IR05 have this very basic design to them, and they kind of evolved over time. This is technically an IR07 if you want to get technical with it, but it does have the elongated mirror pods as well as the support struts for the mirrors. They're kind of, I mean, it's a very long setup, and they do kind of sit high, but it does look fantastic to have the proper detailing. Now, let's go to the driver figure. Now, it is a standard driver figure, but he did do due diligence, and he added Team Penske branding to the fire suit. It's a little difficult to see. And he also added seat belts in there, too, which just add a little bit further element of realism to it. You can also see Castroneves on the headrest. Here on the side, nice and big, we have Team Penske. That's it. Roger Penske sponsoring his own cars with his race team. There's no ulterior sponsor to it. Totally not Marlboro car whatsoever. But it's a Marlboro car. You know, I'm still under the impression, and you guys know my feelings on this by now, I think it should be okay to let tobacco and alcohol sponsors freely roam the series. And also, let's make diecasts of that stuff so little kids can go to the track and pick up their Marlboro Team Penske diecast. Which, by the way, Roger Penske's probably still getting money from Marlboro, considering how he low-key has the Marlboro orange, or Marlboro colors in general, on his pit signs and stuff. There's probably still some money circulating. At least $1. Anyways, yeah, Team Penske nice and big on the side. Up here, you have Honda, Bosch. Bosch. I was thinking of the snowplow company for whatever reason. Maybe because we got a foot of snow today in Indianapolis. But Hugo Boss, you have your 2 tech stickers, one from qualifying, one from the race. And then we also get another change here. So he actually did something that not many people do, and he put the correct camera pod on the car. Now, I called the older style the statue because it really kind of looks like a statue, which you can see here, which went out of the series at the end of the 2007 season. So from 2008 onward, we had this full 360-degree camera. Now, the only inaccuracy that I could really find with this car is the fact that there was an onboard camera on this car for the 2009 race. However, there was also IndyCar decaling all around that camera as well. So he did add the IndyCar decaling around it, as you can clearly see. But I'm not going to bash him because he did so much work on this car that a small detail like a camera pod really doesn't make a big difference at the end of the day. Anyways, moving on to the engine cover, we have Mobil 1 and Verizon. 2009 was the only year that we saw Verizon sponsorship on a Marlboro colored car, or Marlboro liveried car, I should say. He also did a good favor by adding exhausts to the car. Now, for whatever ungodly reason, Greenlight never put an exhaust system on their 118s of the IRO5. It wasn't until the DW12s, where we did get an exhaust. But he did the due diligence of adding that, which is fantastic. So he also, on the little arrow pieces here, he also continued the Chevron livery on those. And then you can also see Snap-on and Firestone. Now, obviously, this is a 2008 or later Greenlight IndyCar casting because it does have the removable engine cover, as you can see here. He added a Team Penske decal to the airbox, and then also, he said he did a couple other custom things on it. I believe this wiring harness here is not standard either. I really haven't compared it to a standard release to kind of point out the differences, but you can see into the engine bay there, which is very nice to see. And again, the Penske decal does add to it quite a bit. Here on the back, you can see the little black accent where a wicker bill or granny flap, wherever you fall on the end of that, sits. You can see the Marlboro orange wing end plate, which he actually did repaint this, because if you compared the Team Penske, or the proper Marlboro orange versus the kind of diluted orange that we got out of Greenlight. Oh, wow, the number 6 is kind of messed up there. I just realized that. You can see kind of a difference. And actually, I think maybe, yeah, this is a custom piece. This is different because you can see the bolts for the adjustment points on the Greenlight release. Plus, not to mention, kind of the general shape of it is different. So, yeah, the rear wing is a custom piece, it appears. So, yeah, that's a nice little thing that they did, or Stu Binford did. Here on the back, we have the number 3 on the attenuator, and this one's for Brody, because he always asks. There's nothing on the bottom. On the top of the rear wing, on the main plane there itself, it has Team Penske, and then also Peak as a kind of a rear sponsor there on the end fence. It's on both sides, too. I believe this was on pretty much every IndyCar. Now, this side here, usually I say it's exactly the same. It's not quite. He did add the 2 radio communications antennas, which we never got on the actual Greenlight releases. They didn't really start doing antennas, even the little stubby antennas that look like the AFP, until 2018. So, well, actually, they did it on the DW12, so there is that. But he did add the antennas on the side pod, and then you can see the dummy Buckeye cover because obviously these cars are meant to have a fuel inlet on either side. But yeah, otherwise this car here pretty much or this side here virtually the same. But it is a fantastic piece. I mean, like I said, we never got a 2009 Indy 500 winner, which was a huge disappointment. I think it's because in the Hot Wheels brand really is geared towards more kids than anything. I remember having my Hot Wheels 124 Diane Franchitti and thinking it was the coolest thing. But anyways, we never, obviously since Hot Wheels is more of a brand geared towards kids, we never got a obviously Marlboro liveried car. Of course, we wouldn't have gotten it anyways from Greenlight. The Sam Hornish Jr. winner kind of confirmed that. But the fact that, you know, this is celebrating his second or third win, depending how on what side of the fence you fall on in that argument. It really is a cool collector's piece to have. And now that he's officially a 4-time winner, there, I said it. Rob, don't be mad at me, but I said it. He's a 4-time winner. I mean, it's really cool to have number 3 here. I mean, this is a race that I witnessed in person back in 2009. I personally think it was the worst Indy 500 that I've ever attended, but that's just me. Other people will say differently. But it's a fantastic custom. You can't get it anywhere. Stu did a fantastic job on this car. It's an amazingly welcome addition to this collection. And I never thought I'd say that about a Helio Castroneves car. As you know, I'm not a huge Helio Castroneves fan. I never have been, never will be, but I'm starting to warm up to him a little bit. And my God, what a run he's having currently. So I guess the responsible party in the broken relationship really was Roger, not Helio. Because look at him now, 2 Rolex 24 wins and a Indy 500 in a 12-month period. Now, I have been doing a lot of number 3 reviews, and I'm going to be doing a lot of Helio reviews for whatever ungodly reason, mainly because the Indy 500 winner from 2021 is slated this month, which look forward to that review, and then also his Nashville Grand Prix car, the Transcard car, should be coming out soon. So I'm going to have quite a bit of reviews ahead for sure, featuring Helio Castroneves. Unbelievable. But yeah, that's it for this review, guys. I really do appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. Definitely hit the subscribe button. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers. Then I can retire and be happy. I'm not going to pursue fame like some of my friends. But anyways, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And as always, peace out.